Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive.
This is a world premiere. This is a world.
It's Wednesday and I cannot think of anything better to do in the middle of the week than have a hump day update / rant. And that's what I think I'm gonna do on Wednesdays moving forward. So today's update is gonna include my fellow 30-day challenge takers, starting with Abantu May. So Abantu May did an amazing video on the domestication of human beings. She was surprised, however, to discover that the word for husband comes from the word used to domesticate animals. So that is something interesting that you might want to look up. A privileged vegan had a cool video on the word intersectionality and what intersectionality is. It seems like a lot of people think that intersectionality is something like feminism or veganism, like it's this thing that you put on and you're an intersectionalist. I don't know what it is that you would be. It's just a principle. It's no different than inclusivity or generosity. It's a mindset that you have when you step into a thought process and you say to yourself, I'm not just going to think about this one thing or this one thing. I'm going to think about the way that these two or three or infinite number of things work together. That's what intersectionality is. Intersectionality is nothing to be afraid of. Intersectionality is not going to bite you. It really is a fancy way of saying open-mindedness and being holistic, I guess. I don't know, but don't be afraid of intersectionality. Sarah Belyeah had a lot of interesting videos so far in the challenge. The most intriguing to me yet was one on cognitive dissonance, talking about the movie Sausage Party, which interestingly has more feelings for a sausage than for the animal that was killed to make the sausage. Please someone explain that to me. It looks like Cheap Lazy Vegan is also posting as 30 days. I don't know. So shout out to Cheap Lazy Vegan. So I guess I'm gonna have to start watching videos every day on your channel too. All of that is cool. So the final person that I want to shout out today in this update / rant Wednesday thing that I'm doing here is the Vegan Lass. I don't know if any of you have already heard of the Vegan Lass, but the Vegan Lass kind of burst onto the scene, I don't know, less than a year ago, as far as I can tell. The Vegan Lass is Lauren from Glasgow, who burst on the scene suddenly, and I really started noticing the Vegan Lass because of the contributions that she was making to that whole, that drama that was going on, that's still kind of going on, that some people are still talking about, but the rest of us have moved on from. Well, the Vegan Lass herself, and I believe the pronoun that Lauren uses is she, has kind of found herself caught up in the drama and just decided to put on the brakes, which I think is an amazing thing. I think it takes a lot of integrity to be kind of moving in one direction on your channel and just say, whoa, this is not what I intended at all. The reason that I have been following Lauren's channel is Lauren is a survivor of an eating disorder, someone who has struggled with body dysmorphia, and includes a lot of that story on her channel. It's a really, really wonderful channel that I hope that you guys will check out. So please do check out the Vegan Lass. I started this video saying, focus on the positive, but it's so hard. First of all, so much love to all of you for your amazing continued participation in the channel, for staying involved in these discussions, for introducing me to words and concepts and books and all kinds of things that I had never thought of. It has been amazing. I continue to be haunted by the occasional person who comes onto the channel and obviously doesn't agree with the content. They don't agree with the things that I have to say, which is true of every channel. And of course, I shouldn't focus on this, you guys. I shouldn't focus on this. I'm so sorry. But I cannot help it. It just makes my skin crawl. It doesn't make me angry. It makes my skin crawl. I feel a little bit like once when I was young, and I'm thinking that I was maybe I was an undergrad in college, or maybe I was still in high school. And I tend to think that I was maybe still in high school, and I was standing on a subway platform. And I was in an area that was kind of by myself. It was like an early in the morning, and so there was almost no one on the platform. I was probably doing a walk of shame from having been out at the clubs the night before. Anyway, I'm standing on the platform, and there's a man standing next to me, and I notice that he's there, but I'm not really paying attention because it's early in the morning and I'm not really trying to be seen. But when I looked over at the person, I realized that they were holding open a trench coat and they were masturbating in front of me. They were standing like 4-5 feet away from me and masturbating like I was being flashed. I think it's called flashing, when you like show someone your naked thing, whatever, when they haven't asked for it. But I was so upset. I felt so violated by the fact that this person would do this to me. I'm by myself, and I'm sure that this is something that happens to women at a much higher rate than happens to men. But it did happen to me, and it was just a terrible, terrible feeling. I feel that there are some people who come onto the channel and they are flashing me with their, ideology. They have their ideology out and they're touching themselves. And they're saying things to me that clearly are all about them pleasuring themselves, and my hands are moving down there, but they're away from me. I'm gonna keep my hands up here while I talk about this. So they're pleasuring themselves with their own ideology. It has nothing to do with anything that I've said. They wanna pull me in, they wanna engage me. I'm trying to be, a kind person. I'm trying to use humor. I'm trying to use all of my people skills that I can to get the person to, come on, just relax a little bit, engage, like talk about what I'm talking about, go do some research about it. Tell me what you think about the research that you've done, like get it off of me, get it off of me, get it off of me. But they don't get it off of me, they wanna keep it on me. And so like, what do you do about that? Like in the past, I've eventually just blocked people like that because I do feel like it's a little bit of a violation to use someone's channel and use the comment section in someone's channel to not be engaged with the topics that are being discussed in any particular video, but to really just talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So I'm not gonna share any of those particular ideas because I don't want to give those people any more power than they already have on my channel. Like, I'm gonna have to go and take a shower after talking about this. But yeah, it's just something that I wanted to share with you. It's something that you should seriously consider before you decide to become a YouTube content creator. Do you want to be flashed ideologically by people when it's not welcome? That's it for this video. Like it if you like it, share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.
And I love myself.